Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? We are raising money for a veterans charities tonight on the show. I'm producer Kyle, filling in for Melon Mog. We are raising money for veterans charities and some others that I will tell you about here in a minute. But we have 1 in 250 variants from publishers. We have people's personal comps. We have signed comics, all kinds of stuff to raise money on the show. I'm a little out of sorts after the Geek Chat, so I brought in some help. Jay is here to help me. So this is officially a producer's live sale. We're going to do this right after these messages. What's up, everybody? It's producer Kyle. How's it going? That is producer Jay right there. And we are doing a producer's live sale where we are raising money for Mission 22, for the Gary Sinise Foundation, and for a charity to be named. And I will tell you why here in a moment. But the way we did this, or the way I did this, because, well, I'm extra, is I reached out to my friends in the comic book industry and said, hey, can you send me your comps? The things you need out of your closet, the things you need out of your house so that your spouse isn't angry at you anymore. And we are going to sell them. 100% of the money raised is going to go to these charities. So just know that a lot of this stuff is going to be like $5, $10. Some of it's going to be real expensive because some of it's real rare, like 1 in 250s. Well, this with Jay, that should make this the fabulous furry faced. I don't. TJ, don't start with me. I don't. The fabulous furry. If it's not the fabulous furry freak brothers, I don't know what we're doing here. Because I've met Jay and I. So we're going to sell these books. We're going to raise some money for charity. Again, 100% of the stuff we're going to start with is going to go to charity. And to benefit our military veterans. Now, I'm going to, before I show you guys any books, I'm going to tell you why there's one charity I can't name yet. It is a twofold sort of situationship. The first part is my best friend and her husband are both in the Air Force. Her husband is force ready, which means he can deploy in 5 hours, and she is in the JAG Corps and is currently deployed. What does that mean? I'm not 100% sure. They tell me, and I'm much better at understanding the different backstories of Superman's than I am at the actuality of being in the armed services. So, but the other thing that has happened is last week, the state of Ohio had 3 airmen who were stationed, who are from the state here, who were shot down and killed in Iran. And so I want to give directly to Air Force charities to support those people and their families. So I'm waiting to hear back from my friend who's in the Air Force to go, which charity do I give to? And because they're currently deployed, I have to do time zone hopscotch and figure out when I can text them. So I will let everybody know where that money goes once I find out. Seem fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's switch over and show you guys the rack. We're going to have to move books off of it once we get started here, but we're going to show you guys. This is the rack of things we're going to have for sale. That's right. They're in the top right-hand corner, just to the left of Jay's head, is Bloodshot Unleashed #1. We're going to talk about that book because that is a 1 in 250 variant that is made out of the same things they make car spoilers out of. Was it carbon fiber?
Yes.
Yeah. Some of these books, man. By the way, there's one that I asked the person who sent me the comps from Valiant if I could keep one. Only because I'm not convinced that I could ship it to anyone safely.
Mm.
It is a glass variant.
Oh yeah.
I don't. They sent it to me in this contraption. I'm not sure I could ship it to anyone safely. So I'm gonna hold on to it and maybe find a way to do some good with it a different kind of way, right?
Yeah.
Because they were kind enough to send it to me for the purpose of raising money for charity. So I'm going to do that. I just don't know how I'm going to do that and then stick it in the mail. Okay, let's clear this off, and we're going to start with some $5 books. Some of these are going to be cover price. Some of these are going to be $5. Some of them are going to be $10. Some of them are going to be whatever they are. Oh, hey. Yeah, that's where that went. Okay. So I had things sent to me from about 5 different people who work at about 7 different publishers, which is a thing. So we've got everything from Archie to Image to Marvel to DC to Valiant. I will, but I have to go get it because again, I put it away in something safe. So give me a minute and I'll go get it. So we're gonna start here. This is just gonna be $4 as cover price. Crypto, the Last Dog of Krypton, number 4 from DC All In. Ryan North written. Chelsea Kane, Rachel Rosenberg, Joe Caramagna from Image. This is Man Eaters, number 1. This book was really hot for a minute. This is a really great book about women that, when they go through puberty, turn into man-eating cats.
I mean, that's not what happens.
No, Jay, that is just a factor of. No, I'm kidding. I was going to make a Jenna joke, but I'm not going to do that. All right, this is an art germ. Oh, by the way, $5 for Man Eaters. $5 art germ. Supergirl number 26 art germ with Speedy.
Streaky.
Streaky. Whatever.
Des loves Streaky. That's why I remember.
Right, the cat that is clearly not crypto. Okay. Speaking of cats and dogs, Tony Fleece, Trish Forstner, Stray Dogs number 3, $5.
What's going on, Mr. Moore?
Yeah, David Moore. It is not, but sometimes it feels like it is. Okay, this book is $8. This is a super indie. It's from It's Alive Comics. This book is written by a guy who works at It's Alive Press. He works for an LCS, but he sent me this. This is $7. Breathers number 6. By the way, Breathers number 6 is what up, Pablo?
Hey, Pablo.
Is really the only issue you need to read of Breathers, by the way. Yes, it does jump in the middle of the story. No, it is not. What's the name for? Relevant that you've read the before or after issues. Okay. This person was just cleaning out their office. I'm not going to tell you who sent me this book, but you maybe could guess if you know who I know. Anyway, this is X-Men 39, We'll do that book for $5. This is a file copy of a very well-known artist. $5. And again, all of the money, if you guys claim anything on the show, all of this money, 100% is going to charity. It's going to the veterans charities. So Mission 22, the Gary Sinise Foundation, or an Air Force charity to be named later. Fantastic Four, The Herald of Doom, Fantastic Four number 6. This is Dan Slott, Aaron Cooter, Marte Garcia. I think Harold is also who I'm going to vote for in the Doom pool. Didn't realize that Harold was an option. This is Scotty Young. Scotty Young. It's a Scotty Young cover. Rocket Raccoon, number 4. This is the one where Rocket beats the guy up with the wrench. $5. All right. This is Stephanie Phillips written. Frederica Mansion art. Matt Milla did the colors, and Ariana Maher did the letters. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider number 1.
Yes. Toretto style.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It took me a minute to remember who Toretto is. And then there was the whole, I forgot about Dom. That's a thing. All right. This is Zeb Wells, Ed McGuinness, Todd Nauck. And this is an Ed McGuinness cover. Yeah. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man number 52. This is kind of a ASM 300 homage. That's going to be $5. Again, guys, if I don't say what it costs, it's $5. It's funny that these books seem to have nothing in common so far, but they all have one thing in common, and it's the person who sent them to me. And that person wants to remain anonymous for reasons. At least all of this Marvel stuff. Some of this stuff came from other people, but okay. Jessica Jones, number 18. This is The Big Goodbye. Brian Michael Bendis, Michael Gatiss, Matt Hollingsworth. $5. And we'll finish this row off with Kelly Thompson, Sarah Pacelli, Nolan Woodard. This is part of the Spider-Man Beyond. This is part 4 of Spider-Man Beyond. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 78 for $5. All right. Should we put up a big book or two, Jay?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start. We'll start at the low dollar because no one has claimed anything yet. So we'll start with some of the low dollar stuff. This is another Marvel book. It has a lot of word bubbles on the title, on the cover. Many, many word bubbles. Listen up, everybody. We got another Avengers number 1 on the schedule, and we need to decide what cover theme to utilize. We can go with Flying Straight at You, classic jump from the side, riding one of those quarter rides outside the department store, pick the coolest member and just draw them, make fun of someone's costume, and I think that's all. And then another character says, "You forgot the one where we stand in a group and make fun of you-know-who for running out of ideas for Avengers covers." And then somebody else says, "Yeah, that meta stuff always works." Avengers number 1, Scotty Young.
Ah.
And I just read you the whole cover. $10. This is a Donny Cates book. A lot of folks really like this Donny Cates book. Donny Cates, Gary Brown, Mark Englert, and Taylor Esposito. Baby Teeth #1.
Oh, yeah.
$10. Okay. I have 2 of this. They're the same price. They are not in minty fresh condition. Okay. These have survived the Comic-Con. But these are from Alien Books and Valiant. These are the Iridescent Limited Edition. Foil. And they totally wrap, like the kind of wrap around. I will show you both sides. Exo Manowar Unconquerable. Or Unconquered. #1. Full foil. And then the back.
Oh, goodness.
That's Becky Cloonan, Michael Conrad, Liam Sharp. Those are $15 each. And that, by the way, these are normally like $50 on the internet. But I knocked them down because they're not in minty fresh condition. And then we have the other version of that same Exo Manowar Unconquered Iridescent Limited Edition. This is the New York Comic-Con exclusive from 2023. So basically, it's the back of this, the first one I showed you, on the front. And then you flip it over, and it's the front of the other one I showed you on the back.
Ooh.
This is normally like a $50. And this is signed by Liam Sharp. And I didn't mark it up for that, so I guess get in on this while you can. Signed by Liam Sharp, $15. Normally like $50, and when I know it's signed by Liam Sharp, it's probably closer to $75. Pablo, we're not doing that during the show, man. We're raising money for charity tonight. So that's what we're doing. But that is signed by Liam Sharp for $15. Normally signed by Liam Sharp, it's about $65. It's not in minty fresh condition, but totally I missed the signature. Mm-hmm. All right. Thrilling Adventures of Salem from Archie Horror. This is Cullen Bunn. Cullen Bunn is the guest on the FOC show tomorrow. Thrilling Adventures of Salem #1. $5. It's a one shot. Then we have Nick Spencer, Marguerite Sauvage, Archie Forever or Archie 702. Archie 703. And Chilling Adventures of Sabrina #4. This is the Robert Hack cover. All of those are $5. Again, so far, guys, everything we've shown, 100% of the money will go to charity. That will go to either the Gary Sinise Foundation, Mission 22, or, again, an Air Force charity to be named later. Supergirl #29. This is the Amanda Connor cover. Supergirl #29. Greg Land, Ghost Spider number 6, $5. First solo appearance of Kate Bishop, Hawkeye number 1, $5. Becky Cloonan written Punisher number 1, again $5. All right. So I looked this up. I'm gonna let it go for $5. I saw them online for anywhere from $4 to $15. I could not tell why they were all over the place. But this is Kingsman the Red Diamond number 1. They're all over the place. I don't know why. All right, this is from the United States of Captain America. This was a series of Cap books that came out a couple of years ago where they introduced a new bunch of Captain Americas, and those Captain Americas were Captain Americas of different areas or different specialties. This particular issue is by, hold please, I don't know. They forgot to put it in a book. No, I'm kidding. They put it in the dumbest possible place in this book.
Ooh, got a claim. Mike Asbill, Hawkeye number 1.
All right, you got it, Mike. Anyhow, this is United States of Captain America number 1 variant. They're all one shots. This is Aaron Fisher, Captain America of the Railways. So if you like trains, all right. Rick Remender, Brian Posehn, Brett Parson, Mariano. How do you say Mariano's last name? Dini Cio. I used to know and I don't remember, but this is Gromit's number 1. This book won a bunch of awards and was really popular. If you're into skateboard culture, you grew up in the 80s skateboard scene, this book is for you. Again, $5. And also featuring Batgirls. This is written by the Tiny Onion himself, James Tynion, with art by Jorge Jimenez. But then you have a Becky Cloonan, Will Conrad backup story with the Batgirls. This is from the Fear State era of Batman number 117. Okay, let's do some stuff on the bottom row. This is from Image Comics. This is the Image Comics 30th anniversary special. 30th anniversary anthology, issue 6. Why do I have issue 6? Well, you have a story called The Blizzard by Jeff Johns, Andrea Moody, and Rob Lee. Dutch by Joe Casey and Nathan Fox. The Pro by Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor. Rockstar and Soft Boy by Cinna Grace. Stupid Fresh Mess by Scotty Young and Nate Picos. Red Stitches by Brandon Fletcher and Erica Henderson. All the Things We Didn't Do Last Night by Maria Lovett. Hack Slash versus Image by Tim Seeley and Stefano Caselli. Makeshift Patriot by Sean Lewis and Benjamin Mackey. Gehenna, which went on to become its own book, by Patrick Kindelan, Maurizio Rosewig, and Jim Campbell. And Billy Dogma by Dean Hapespiel. This is the Amanda Connor Paul Mounts cover.
Oh, The Pro. What a book.
Yep. That is $12. All right. These next two books are $50. They come with a story. The story is that these books were exclusive variants for exchange collectibles, and they come with a COA. This certificate hereby authenticates that this issue of Bloodshot 10 Mayhew Virgin presented by Exchange Collectibles is limited to 300 copies. Number 222 of 300, sealed with sticker, and there's a number on the sticker which matches. Okay. And again, it comes with a certificate of authenticity because it's signed by Mike Mayhew. So this is the regular version, signed by Mike Mayhew. Now that's BT on the cover, right, Jay?
I believe so. Been a while, man.
Yeah. So here's the deal. They didn't have permission to make this cover. They actually didn't have permission to use this character in this book. Or on this cover, but Mike Mayhew did it anyway, and they printed it, and by then it was too late. And the publisher of Valiant at the time threw a hissy. It was very funny, but there's the Mike Mayhew signature. There's the regular cover for $50. Okay. Then they did another one. That this is called the whiteout version of the Mike Mayhew version. So this is the whiteout version, also signed by Mike Mayhew. Also number 222 of 300. Also, again, COAs and a sticker. So these are $50. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, very.
All right. Then this is going to be $20. This is What If Avengers versus X-Men number 3. Okay. Mike Asbo, you got it. Okay, hold on one second. I will show you in just a second. I'm going to move this over and remind myself, but I will show you just a second. So anyway, this is What If Avengers versus X-Men number 3. This is I don't remember who did this cover, but it's written by Jimmy Palmiotti and it's signed by Jimmy Palmiotti. It's $20. Okay. I'll put that in the rack in just a second. So we have, Mike, these are Alien Books variants. These are the Exo Man of War Unconquered Iridescent limited edition variants. So this is number 1. I have 2 copies of it, but this is option 1. It's $15. Normally on the internet they go for between 25 and 30, but like these have survived the Comic-Con and you can kind of see it in the corner there. Anyhow, so this is the front. This is the back. They are $15 each. I have 2 copies of the iridescent variant of Exo Man of War number 1. Then, right next to it is Exo Man of War Unconquered number 1, New York Comic-Con 2023 exclusive. And again, like you can see it right there. It is not minty crispy. But again, this survived New York Comic-Con. And if you remember the back of the other book, this is the front of this book is the same as the back of the other one. And then you flip it over, and the back of this book is the same as the front of the other one. But I didn't notice this until after I priced it and showed it on the show. This one is signed by Liam Sharp. So probably closer to a $65, $70 book. But because it's not in great condition and I didn't notice the signature, $15 to charity if you're into it. All right. Both. Okay, both Mike Mayhews. You got it, Mike. Like I said, those books should not have happened. The publisher of Valiant at the time is still angry about that, but he's very happy that we're raising some money for charity. But he also doesn't know that I sold those. So, yes. Is there a question? But yes, those are 50 each. They're pretty rare, pretty limited. Let me know if I...
Yeah.
What issue? Elvis, Gromitz is issue 1. Gromitz is issue 1, Elvis. Mike, if I got that wrong, would you let me know? Happy to put those back and get it right. I'm not...
Yeah, because seeing it now, it looks like he was trying to ask if they were 50 each, but he put claim by mistake.
Okay. Yeah, let me know what's actually happening there, Mike Asbull. I'm happy to.
Okay, he was agreeing to the 50 each. Okay.
Okay, so you're claiming them each at $50? It's past my bedtime.
Okay, claim both. We got you, Mike.
Okay.
Sometimes through messages, folks, you can't really tell what's going on.
Well, and it's past. I've been on the air since 7 with Miss Jen, and I worked 14 hours before that. Started at 5 a.m. this morning. So my brain is only sort of braining at this moment. So if I get confused, just keep talking to me until I'm not confused.
Yeah.
Anyhow, okay. Jason Aaron. This series sort of fixed some stuff that had been wrong with this character for like a minute. Punisher number 1. $5. This has a... Stores and companies used to do this, and I thought it was dumb then, and I think it's dumb now. But this comes with it, so you can have it. On iPhone keyboard, difficult for brain. Yeah, I get it. Okay. This is Dan Slott, Sarah Pacelli, Simone Bianchi, Scotty Young, Marte Garcia. Fantastic Four number 1. And that is an Alex Ross cover, by the way.
Ooh.
$5. Okay. This series just ended, but it's written by somebody I like a lot. Ultimates number 5. $5. Ultimates number 6. $5. These are Dennis Camp written. Kelly Thompson, Michael Walsh, Jordy Belair, Morkit Bishop. Hawkeye number 6. $5. Road to Civil War 2, Brian Michael Bendis, Mike Diodato Jr. This is Invincible Iron Man number 8. Gee, I wonder if that guy is going to be important in forthcoming Doom related properties. Wait, $5.
Hmm.
Farewell, a fond farewell to our LA Belle. Get Bishop Hawkeye number 16. Stephanie Phillips written. This is a Mark Brooks cover of Spider Quinn Ghost Spider number 5. Again, guys, claiming any of these books, all of the money goes to I will bill you, and all of the money will go to either the Gary Sinise Foundation, Mission 22, or again, an Air Force charity to be named later. I will explain why I'm doing it that way here in just a minute once we get through this next row of books. One World Under Doom, Ryan North, number 1. Black Cat, this is Celeste Bromfman, Emilio Liso, but really, this is Jackpot and Black Cat, Adam Hughes cover.
Ooh, that's nice.
Black Cat number 2. Jeff Lemire. This is I think it's a Sorrentino cover. Yeah. This is the B cover. This is the Andrea Sorrentino cover of May's book number 1. And for you horror gore fan, this is written by El Torres, illustrated by Joe Picardo, cover by Joe Picardo. From Black Caravan, Phantasmagoria, number 1.
Nice. Might
Okay.
get that Black Cat too.
You got it, Mike. All right. So the reason, guys, I'm not naming the Air Force charity is that I need more information. I went over this at the beginning of the show, but my best friend and her husband are currently both in the Air Force, and she is deployed as part of the JAG Corps, and he is what they call force ready, which means he could deploy in like 5 hours. It's interesting because she would have to come home for him to deploy, but like because they have kids, but it's a thing. Anyway, so I want to give to a charity that will support them in their, their situation. But also, in the last week, the state of Ohio lost 3 of our airmen from the 180th Fighter Wing here when they were shot down in Iran. So I would like to give to an Air Force charity that will directly help those folks' families. So I'm waiting on more information on what charity to give to, or if Gary Sinise Foundation and Mission 22 are good. Like just waiting for some information from some people I know at the Air Force. So that's a thing. But that is why we are doing it that way. Okay. We're down to the last 3 big books for the show. One of them is a super big book. One of them is a medium big book. And one of them is just a little bit. This is $15. This is a variant. I forget who did the variant. I didn't write it down. Of Hit Girl number 1. $15. Okay. I need my phone so I can get this information right. This is the Lemon Juice McGee's comic cavalcade variant, which is a great a great shop that unfortunately went out of business. They couldn't really survive COVID, coming out of COVID. But this is Ninjak #1, Lemon Juice McGee exclusive, signed by. I put my phone down and already forgot. Signed by the cover artist Justin Mason. This is a virgin. Ninjak #1, signed by Justin Mason. $50.
Such a cool character, folks. Oh my goodness. Love Ninjak.
Yeah. And then this is the big biggie. This is the big biggie. Written by Dennis Camp. Art by Davis Hunt. This is the carbon fiber 1 in 250 variant of Bloodshot Unleashed #1. And if you can see it, right? The carbon fiber.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Like, this book is thick. You can feel the carbon fiber. Anyway, this is $125. $125 to charity for the carbon fiber. Now,
And not only is that an awesome cover, the story's really, really good.
right. So I've got some more $5 books we can go back to. I'm going to get somebody wanted to see the glass variant that I don't know how I'm going to ship, but we'll figure that out. But I do want to tell you guys, I was telling Miss Jen about this. And so she stepped up to make sure that this show is successful, that we raise some money for charity. And she claimed these like right away. Each of these is unique because the nature of making them. I have 2 of them, and she claimed them both. This is the Exo Man of War Unconquered #1 leather variant. So she claimed both of those to make sure that I had some money to give to my charities. So I want to shout out Miss Jen for doing that. So do we want to show some more $5 books and then show the glass variant, or should I go over and get the glass variant?
Let's show a few more $5 books. Let's keep them waiting.
All right. Because some of these are super fun $5 books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is signed by Amanda Connor, which that doesn't seem right. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah. No, this is signed by Amanda Connor. Wish I'd have seen this before. I decided not to mark it up. Captain Marvel #2, signed by Amanda Connor. This is not Art Germ. I don't know who did this cover. I thought it was Art Germ. Okay, this is the Kendrick Lim variant presented by Comics Elite. The Comics Elite variant of Harley Quinn #75.
Everything.
Unless there's some books that are not, but most of them are unknown.
Good grab, Mike.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is Paul Dini written. Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica #3. Now, again, guys, remember, these are comp copies and file copies from different folks who work at most of these publishers. So while I'm not naming any of them, because most of them wanted to remain anonymous, because, well, they don't want their bosses finding out they're giving the books away.
Smart.
even if it is for charity.
Yeah.
$5 is a good deal on people's file copies and stuff. Just saying. This is again a Paul Dini book. Harley and Ivy Meet Betty and Veronica #4. You got it, unknown.
Whew. Glad Kyle said that because I didn't want to try to even remotely try to pronounce that.
Phantasmagoria?
Oh, okay. He put some extra letters in there. Okay.
Yeah, he totally put some extra disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah, I was trying to. I was like, wait a second, that didn't sound right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Harley and Ivy Meet Betty and Veronica #2. This is one of my favorite covers, by the way.
Oh, that is
like
cool
this is
cover.
just an unhinged cover. Because like there's just Penguin just like chilling in the corner. Yeah. Like what is happening right now? Anyway, I figured if you it didn't hurt. I knew exactly what you meant, unknown. Like it didn't even take me a second to be like, okay, what the hell is he talking? No, I knew exactly what you meant. Okay, I actually have a John Marrakeen sketch on one of these wraparound sketch. So if this doesn't sell, I'm buying it for the $5 because I would like to get another sketch by another artist. This is the Harley Quinn Valentine's Day Special #1 blank variant. Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti. $5.
Is it Tim's name happen to be Bruce Timms? I'm just curious.
No, because I think there's only one Bruce Timm. I don't think there are multiple Tims.
Okay.
Well, we can look. It's funny though, Jay, because some of these books that are bagged and boarded, the person who sent them to me, the people who sent them to me, because they did come from a couple of different sources. If they're sealed at the bottom, I know who they came from. If they're sealed at the top, I know who they came from. And if they're not sealed at all, I'm totally confused. John Timms.
Yeah, I was thinking 2 M's, Bruce Timm. And it came in my brain said Timms.
Right, you have Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. John Timms art, Ben Caldwell art and color on a Harley Dream sequence. Aaron Campbell art on a Batman Dream sequence. Tony Silas art on pages 15 through 17. Paul Mounts color. Hi-Fi color. John Hill letters. You have an Amanda Connor, Alex Sinclair cover. You have an Amanda Connor, Dave Johnson, Alex Sinclair variant. A lot of people worked on this book, but not Bruce Timm.
Oh.
That would have made it incredibly special.
Yeah.
All right, but that is a $5 blank. I have 2 copies of this. This is Art Germ. This is The Year of the Villain. Evil Unleashed. Supergirl #34. Supergirl in crypto. $5 each. This is like a foil sort of. I'm not 100% sure. This might even be an acetate. I would have to open this up and look. But we'll just go with Batman 990 or Detective 990. $5. Sam Humphries, Jen Bartel. This book was so good. Blackbird #1 from Image Comics. This book was incredibly good and did not get enough love. Like, this is one of those books that if it came out now, would be dorking out. Okay, this is okay. Okay, I don't know what this is. So this is the same cover stock as the Batman or the Detective 990? but I'm not sure what you would call this. This is Catwoman number 4. And you can kind of see it's got a metal, like a foil type thing, but it's also got like a weird texture that you can't really see on the camera. You can kind of see it there,
Oh yeah. Wow.
but the texture like disappears over her body, so it gives it this weird sort of feel.
Hmm.
Frank Thierry, I think it's Inaki Miranda. Look. Yes, Frank Thierry written, Inaki Miranda art. This cover is Amanda Connor and Paul Mounts, because of course it is. Old Lady Harley number 1. And we'll do another book that I don't think.
Claim.
Hmm?
Mike Asbill, Catwoman number 4 claim.
You got it, Mike. All right, I don't think this book got enough love when it came out because it was bat crap crazy. But it has really interesting African art influences, really interesting French influences. Really interesting cartooning sense. This is Junie Ba's Monkey Meat number 1. This book is really good, but it's weird as hell. That one's $5. Okay. Let me grab the glass variant. Jay, why don't you for a minute talk about the shows that are on tomorrow?
Sure. Where's the thingy to make? Well, it's not what I was trying to do. Anyway, I messed it all up. He can fix it when he comes back. Anyway, folks,
I thought you were a producer here.
so yeah, well, I forgot which one of these things you were using. I think I found it. Yeah, there it is. There we go. We'll do it like that. So yeah, tomorrow, folks, at 1 Eastern, noon Central, you're going to have Order Up, the FOC show with Matthias Lewis. And like Kyle said, and it's news to me, the guest is going to be Colin Bunn. I want to say that Billy, the co-host,
yes, Billy is running the show tomorrow because Matthias is at WonderCon, and I'm clerking in a comic shop.
Okay.
But Matthias and I should both be on the show, but neither of us can commit to being in charge of the show.
Gotcha. It'd be a fun show, folks. If you haven't watched it, you really should. The FOC show has called a lot of these hot books that have been happening, and it's a really good show. They have great guests on there. Cullen Bunn, y'all. Cullen Bunn's going to be on there. That's wild. Then at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, you're going to have original art with Nick. Again, another fun show. Nick doesn't always bring in like hundred thousands of dollars of pieces of art. He does have some cheaper stuff on there for folks. So be sure you check it out. Always a fun time there. And he's also going to be raising money. Then at, oh my goodness, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, you will have Friday Night Live with Nancy McCann and the folks from Comics Unlimited. Nancy's show, folks, she has books from all eras for every taste. Always, again, a fun show there too. I'm biased. I think I love all the shows. They're all fun. She also has a segment where she shows new books. So you get newer books. You can sign up for their pool pull box thing. Uh, Again, super fun. Not sure if anything is happening over the weekend.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so no. So then you can join us again on Monday at 6 Eastern, 5 Central for Comic Collectibles with Rex. That's the 2 hour show. Then they were off this past Monday, but at
They
11
will be
Eastern,
here Monday.
they will be here Monday. At 11 Eastern, 10 Central, you'll have Best Coast Comics. They're going to be doing a live claim sale. If I
And
read
that will
the
be their Wounded Warrior Weeks show,
yes.
where they'll be giving their money to Mission 22.
Yes. Bronze and Big B do a lot of work with Mission 22. So be sure you check that one out. That should be a good time as well. Then Tuesday, we should have the 1:45 Eastern, 12:45 Central Comic Industry Insiders with Adam Freeman, Brian Garside, and they always have a bunch of people on there. I never know who they're going to have, but then you got Miss Jen at 7 Eastern, 6 Central with Minute to Skim It. Then right after that, you get another 2 hours with Miss Jen for tomorrow's Comics Tuesday. That starts at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Then I believe Henri should be back.
Should be.
I think he'll be back. Should be back. That's at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Yeah, maybe.
It's going to depend on his health. I mean, he's doing show
That,
after show after show after show, and
that
he's
too.
getting beat up.
Very hardworking man, that Henri Compen. Wednesday, you got the 1 hour Comic Collectible show with Rex at 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
And then next Thursday will be the same show as this. Is this the same lineup of this week, except Mel and Mogg should be back. So make sure you tune in for all of that. But remember, Monday at a time TBD, pre-orders open on our very first ever EXP exclusive. And that exclusive looks like... Hold on. Thursday. Like that.
Oh, it's so nice.
So very, very select number, a very, very limited number will be available for pre-order on our website. And be watching our social media this weekend for an announcement as to what time that drop happens.
Look, y'all, Ben 10 is like a lot of those cartoons. I never was into them, and it was only because didn't have cable in my house until I moved out. So a lot of these nostalgia traps that people haven't seen it. But even I, not knowing too much about this, Jay Fosgate cover on that book, that's fantastic.
Okay. So I have the book people want to see. By Dan Abnett and Adam Polina. Published by Valiant. This is the glass variant of Fallen World #1.
Oh.
And like you could kind of hold on, I'm trying to be careful. Like that's like auto glass thickness.
Mm.
So again, not sure how I would go about shipping that without like it being wickedly risky. The person who sent it to me, again, sent it wrapped in more foam and bubble wrap and styrofoam. Like this book came in its own priority medium box. So it would be like $20 shipping alone.
YX looks so good on that cover.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're going to find a way to do something with it for charity, to raise some money for somebody. But first, I need to figure out how to securely get it where it needs to go when it needs to go to someplace. before I'm comfortable selling that.
And when it does, I would like to hear how it was displayed. Did you put the glass cover in a glass case? How would you do that?
All right, everybody. We've been here. We've shown you about everything that was sent to us. I've got some more $5 books, but we will save those and do another fundraiser another time with those books. I appreciate everybody who's been here, who's bought stuff, who's helped us to contribute to the charity. You will be getting an invoice from me likely Sunday. Unfortunately, just because of the way my schedule breaks down this week. But be on the lookout for that. And we will be back next week. I appreciate everybody. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
What is the asking price? Unknown, currently not for sale. That's, I gotta figure it out, man. Like, it's one of those things, like, when I know what I'm doing, you'll have an opportunity to get it.
Yeah.
But I've got to figure out, again, how to securely deal with what I need with it. So, all right, man. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.